So be careful about the person that you unknowingly are shaping yourself to be. Because when you look in the mirror and you truthfully see yourself adorned in all of these chains and everything, or whatever riches or whatever success that you have gotten and whatever result you have achieved, in doing it the shortcut way, the crappy way, the way that dishonors your mind, you're not going to respect yourself. What is up, YouTube? We are back for another video. Super excited to get into this one. I'm actually now back in South Carolina, in Defusky Island, specifically in my mom's office right now. We got the golf course view, as you can see the reflection right here. But hey guys, really the purpose of this video is you should become the CEO of not taking shortcuts. What does this mean? So this means that if there's an opportunity for you to take a shortcut and there's anything about that opportunity that screams to you like unethical or like just you being lazy and not doing it the long way for your mind's sake. So it may even be like physically, like for example, like taking steroids. Why? Like, what's the point? Why would you do the unnatural thing? I think it's really a different paradigm when you look at it like, okay, what do I want from, taking the steroids? Okay, I want to be big, I want to be strong, right? Well, how are you going to take steroids if you've never lifted before? Like, you need to go put in the work, lift, understand that area of life, and then if you're like old and your testosterone is like massively dwindling, at that point it's like a therapy, it's like a medicine, then sure, do it. But I don't understand truthfully why you would start with the steroids. Like, it just doesn't make sense, guys. This sort of laziness and this sort of like shortcut taking mentality is exactly what criminals do. If you think about it, that's the one thing that they all have in common. They do not want to work. They do not want to serve this society. And they do not operate in the economy, right? They're against it, guys. They want to take shortcuts, and how do they get that shortcut? They find some firearm that they've put together with bubble gum, and they show it around at convenience stores and rob. And they kill. It's really sad, guys. And I think it always comes back to education. I think it always comes back to understanding the world and how things work and how things truthfully operate. I think especially as a male in the world, you need to be hit with harsh realities and the brutalities of life. And going through that journey, that amazing and wonderful and beautiful male journey, you're going to continually return back to this person. You're going to be at the drawing board. You're going to be like, okay, well, what's next? But if you're on the drawing board, you don't want to, like, ruin anything. Like, you want to have an expo marker at that drawing board. You don't want to have a Sharpie. If you take shortcuts, you are going to stain your mind with that Sharpie, guys. It's not about the result and what you get. Like, it's like dirty money. Like, that will come back to haunt you. Why are you taking shortcuts? If you want to be a man out in this world and go make money, go make a person of yourself in a fully ethical way, guys, that's the game. That's the game of business. It gets misconstrued and it gets effed up, and you see all these guys online, posting these videos of like certain properties they're in or flexing the green Lambo. Like, half of it's a lie, guys. Half of it is a complete lie. They've just been given this stuff. Guys, it's okay to be polarizing and take the road less traveled. Like, go the route of the long way. Go the route of learning lessons the hard way. You don't need to like take all these shortcuts. Sure, if someone is laying something up for you in terms of an opportunity, like someone in your network is willing to grant you access to something, take it. I'm not saying do not take that. What I'm saying is when there are unethical or shortcuts that you can take that will tarnish your mind, do not take those. If you're dishonoring God with your actions and your willful sin, that's going to come back to you. It's going to shape who you are. So be careful about the person that you unknowingly are shaping yourself to be. Because when you look in the mirror and you truthfully see yourself adorned in all of these chains and everything, or whatever riches or whatever success that you have gotten and whatever result you have achieved, in doing it the shortcut way, the crappy way, the way that dishonors your mind, you're not going to respect yourself. Like, be aware that your own self-image is probably the most powerful thing that you have. Because with your own self-image, you can manipulate your reality and bend your mind to flex with what paradigms you operate in. So if you don't tolerate a certain level of disrespect, draw the line. Draw the line, make your decision, and go. Life's too short to not, make these borders and then operate. Go, fly like a bird. But in order to fly, you guys need to understand that it's gonna take a while, and it's taking a little bit longer because you're doing ethically. Like, if you're watching this video and you're doing everything like pretty much right from like what you understand, like, I applaud you. You are brave. You are courageous. I'm rooting for you. Keep it up. I remember there was a time just over a year ago where, I don't know if it was over a year ago, it was less, but I was freaking out about getting an LLC for my business. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta find a name, like, I'm gonna get it registered with the law. So I got the LLC, but I'm not making any money with it. Like, what does that mean? All right, what's the worst that happened? I learned the lesson. Go make the money first, then get the LLC. Well, from my perspective, I was just trying to do it ethically. Like, I was just trying to do the right steps, make sure I'm not stepping on any toes. I tried it, and now my business has morphed into something entirely different. I'm building now a customer base, a demand in the market that is not that exact product. And I tried that product out, and I didn't even really like it that much. So I'm learning, I'm figuring it out. We're going back to the drawing board, back and back again. But here we are, guys. It's about, 8:22 in the morning. I fell asleep at 2. I was looking at properties in Florida, weirdly. And, I love Google Earth. I got this new MacBook Pro. I've been really enjoying it. And, I was looking at properties. Man, I love properties. But, I woke up naturally at 7:40. So, pretty much, got enough sleep. I'm ready to go, guys. I woke up kind of bouncy because I'm happy to be here and I'm ready to go work out. And, I'm going to be lifting for, 10 years before I see actual impressive physique. Things you see online, guys, you gotta watch out. Everyone is trying to get views. Now, there are different types of people out there. Some people are just trying to get views, just to blow up a page, just to be a meme of a page. And some people are value creators. I consider myself a value creator. I'm sitting here long, form for the most part, just breaking concepts down, and I want you guys to fully understand these things. I'm not interested in the over editing. That may come one day. Probably not, though, because the audience that attracts are those short-term gratification people. And I want to surround myself with long-term gratification people. That's the trick, guys. If you're struggling with this short-term gratification thing, like you feel the need to take these shortcuts, I guarantee you, if you switched up your environment, you might think differently. If you went to a different church, or if you went to church, you weren't going to church to begin with. If you went to church, met some people, joined a Bible study group, joined a fight gym. Again, I'm going to say fight gym. Yeah, check it out. I got the Evermore Muay Thai drip on right now. But if you guys just join a club of sorts, join a chess club, do something. Surround yourself with people who are working on something. And most of this stuff is not that expensive. Like, I get it. Price can be a thing. Circumstances can be a thing. But you need to look at the chessboard. Analyze. Look at how you can make the next move to best position yourself and play somewhat of a winning game so that you can increase your character. Increase the points. Increase the strength. Look at what types of stats that you have. Evaluate them. And understand where you are right now. And then put yourself where you want to be. With what type of stats do you want to have. Identify which one you can work on right now. But that journey, that process of upgrading your stats takes a very long time, guys, especially in today's world. Guys, I know success loves speed. I know success loves momentum. But getting off the starting block, man, that's the real magic, guys. You got to get off that starting block, and it takes a very long time, and different circumstances and things need to align for you. If this isn't something that you're like truly trying to build, just leave the video. Get off this channel. But I want to be giving this message to people who are actually trying to build, who are actually trying to create something that is going to leave an impact on this world. Because that's what I'm interested in, guys. I think that's the coolest thing ever. Maybe I'm a little bit weird, but it's more than just sports. It's more than just, I don't want to call him out specifically, but it's more than just these earthly things, guys. I'm telling you, there's more to it. Start studying the Bible, you'll get what I'm saying. Guys, I'm super relaxed right now. I've really enjoyed just speaking with you at a slow, controlled pace. I am working on my camera presence. The new job's going pretty well, but I want to just bring it back together. And really emphasize that people are going to try to pull you, like other people specifically, even the closest ones to you, are going to try to pull you into this trap of short-term gratification. They may do it by talking to you about it. They may do it by, treating you to a trip. And then all throughout their actions throughout that trip, you observe, and as grateful as you are, you almost emulate them and their habits. And if you pick up that they're short-term gratification oriented habits, like, you need to be conscious of these things. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. Like, bring this stuff from here, from the subconscious, bring it to the conscious level. Bring it to the conscious level for a minute, fight with it, do a little light sparring. Don't be lazy, choose the long-term gratification and then bring it back to the subconscious. And then eventually, at one point, they will become your instincts. These long-term gratification ways will just be how you naturally operate. Like, it'll be your homeostasis. You'll just wake up in the morning and then get what needs to be done. Like, I'm here now, making some content, getting some coffee in, about to go hit the gym. It's Christmas Eve, guys. So what, man? But day by day, you'll see how much you're built for this. And if you're not built for it, you're gonna know. You're gonna know, guys. But know yourself. Please understand yourself. Do not go out and do something like, when I'm saying all this long-term gratification stuff, like, do not be trying to go out and do something and conquer a world that's completely beyond, like, you're doing. Like, if you are, like, a really short dude, like, do not bust your balls and waste your entire life trying to make it to the NBA. Like, I know Muggsy Bogues was a dog. Like, I know AI was really good. For those of you who don't know basketball, AI was not ChatGPT. AI was Allen Iverson. He was a dog. He was on the 76ers. Loved using him and Muggsy in 2K. But that's another story. For 99% of you, you're pretty much in the pool of all men. Like, only the anomalies, only the outliers are the ones who are, like, famous and on the internet and, like, you know, getting all these views about, like, oh, you know, so rich, like, you're Iman Gadzhi's, you know, think of that. I don't know his circumstances, so, you know, he worked really hard, but he also, I believe his story was that he had a single mom, and he had, like, a alcoholic dad, and, like, stepdad, I don't know, was maybe a piece of shit, something like that, to where, like, the pain was so strong and so, like, visceral that he needed to make that change, and he needed to, like, ascend. So it's almost as if it was, like, his calling, right? Each of you have circumstances. Like, each of you are gifted with certain things, and you need to, like, lean into those things that you're gifted with to identify what type of mountain you want to climb to where that long journey is going to be worth it. You don't want to do that short. Like, no one wants to live life. I mean, actually, some people do. But imagine living life just like going over these little hills, like little challenges, like staying in that line of comfort. You know, you're never going above the level. You're never getting uncomfortable enough to ascend. That's totally a thing, and like some people want to do that. Some people call that a life. Some people enjoy that. I don't. I personally find I would find that hell if I was just like in this same level of comfort for so long, just chasing like short-term gratification, and then you look at like your life and you're like, where is it gone? You know, 1 second you turn around and you're 28, and it's like, dude. What? I was just like 21 and out of college like yesterday. That's how that short-term gratification life will catch up to you. Although I do like to say that your 20s are your preseason. Your 20s are for not only identifying these mountains and what you want to go climb, but your 20s are for that learning process. We're in the training grounds. We're in the camps. We're in all of that. Guys, we're just sharpening. We're sharpening. We're priming our player to then be able, once we hit that like 30 mark, you know, even maybe like late 20s, you know, time is just a construct. You know, we all age differently. But when you're ready, man, I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you to find your success, and like when you... Man, it's almost as like you can tell yourself, like, I told you so. When you didn't take shortcuts and you, like, found yourself successful by doing things the right way. Like, I personally can't wait to look at myself in the mirror and say, I told you so. This is what I was building. This is what I earned. This is what I made for myself. And eventually you make it for your family. You make it for generations. So with that, guys, I'm going to end the video. I really enjoyed this one. I've been thinking about this one a lot, especially coming home for the holidays. You know, you have all these different influences from people close to you, and you really get to, you know, get back and you know, if you lift yourself out of it, observe and understand, like, these, you know, family and friends and what their perspectives are, and it really helps you shape your own. So I implore you to go out and shape your perspective whatever you have around you, guys. But ultimately, chase your destiny, guys. Chase the thing that is going to be your ultimate character, your ultimate form in this simulation thing we call life. But don't take any shortcuts. Alright guys, that's the video. Thank you. Please subscribe, like the video, comment if I missed on anything. Feel free to tap the links. Thanks.